Hi. So time for our daily, semi-daily quick tips to help you guys get started with a telehealth practice. So today, I know like a lot of people have been wondering, hi Stacy, what kind of equipment you need, and what kind of software you need, like how do you actually conduct a virtual visit, all those kinds of things, for when you're really just getting started. So today I wanted to just talk a little bit about some software and hardware, the top five things that you actually need to do the virtual visit. There is a lot, I think, that goes into this, a lot of different choices, and then obviously there is like paperwork involved. But today I just wanted to recommend, the equipment and hi Tyler, a couple of software options. So top five things, if you're looking for like the bare bones approach to like what is the like bare minimum that I need to do this, what would I need? So number one, I would recommend having a laptop with a webcam. That's what I'm on right now. This is a Lenovo Yoga laptop. I've had it for about 3 years now. I really like it. This is the quality of the webcam that's on it. And then I have an external microphone, but I think the mic is pretty good. So bare minimum, this laptop will get done what you need it to do for the virtual visit. And then with the laptop, I would have a Wi-Fi connection just so that you are, free to move about the room versus like I know some people use a desktop for their virtual visits, which is fine. But I just know that in my experience, I've like moved around the room and I've like moved the screen up and down just to be able to show my patients different things that I'm doing. So I'd recommend a laptop. This one works really well. I would recommend one that probably has more memory, just so that it's faster and you can have like more programs going at one time. And then, like I said, I have an external microphone that I use to like record podcasts and stuff. And I think it sounds a little bit better than the laptop mic, but the laptop mic is fine. I think it depends kind of like on your environment, how much privacy you need. Typically, like I just talk to patients here without any headphones or earbuds in because I'm just all alone in the room. Nobody else is around and listening. But if you want to give yourself and the client a little bit more privacy, I might recommend getting some earbuds or headphones that have a mic. And then that way, like if somebody were to like burst into the room, they wouldn't hear anything that the patient is saying. So just a little bit on that. And then, like I said, a webcam. We definitely need some kind of video. There are a lot of people who are doing distance services, and some people are using a telephone, and sometimes you do have to do that, like if your computer crashes, but you still want to touch base with your client, you can have a phone call. But the way that I do telehealth and the way that most people do is to have a webcam, just because, you add that personal touch, of being like semi in person with somebody, and you can obviously show like different exercises and like different parts of the body and things like that. And then number 4, video platform. So there are a bunch of different ones you can choose from. The big 3 that I would say that are being used right now are obviously Zoom. They have the free account, and based on what I've read, during the pandemic right now, you're allowed to use the free version, even though it's not technically HIPAA compliant. But they do have a HIPAA compliant option. It's just kind of a lot of money for a monthly video subscription. So there's that, but there are ways to encrypt Zoom. So there's a free version of Zoom. There's doxy.me, which is HIPAA compliant on the free membership. So that one's pretty easy. I have a friend who uses it, and she said that she likes it, and it's worked for her and her patients. And then another one that has been coming out and is being more widely used now is Google Meet, or Hangouts Meet. that is available with your G Suite subscription. And I think they're like making moves to make it more readily available for consumers, but Google Meet is HIPAA compliant. If you get a G Suite account and sign the BAA, then that makes it HIPAA compliant, your whole account, and like storing information along with the Google Meet video platform. So like speaking of G Suite, that's my number 5. I think that's the 5th thing that you should have, because you can get a business email, and then you can use Google Drive and Google Docs to write your notes. And if you store them on Google Drive, after you've signed the BAA for your G Suite account, then that makes it HIPAA compliant, and it is a very cheap, at $6 a month, very cheap EMR, and it also comes with Google Meet. So to kind of review, top 5 things you need for a bare bones